Om Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyannijantargatam Pashyannatmani Mayaya Bahirivodbhutai Yatha Nidraya Yasakshat Kurute Prabodhasamaye Svatmanamevadvayam Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namahidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Bijasyantarivangkuro Jagadidam Prangnirvikalpam Punaha Maya Kalpita Deshakalakalana Vaichitra Chitrikritam Maya Viva Vijrumbhayatyapi Maha Yogi Vayasvichaya Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namahidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namahidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Bande Guru Paramparam Om Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Kratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvamanusandatami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangapadakramopanishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthitatangatena manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na vidussura suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai. Verse 20. Parastasmattu bhavonyaha Avyakto vyaktat sanatanaha Yassa sarveshu bhuteshu Nashyatsu na vinashyati. So the discussion was in the Shastra, this words, one word is used and depending upon the context, the meaning has to be taken. That is not in Shastra, it is in general also. Yeah. Word banana is used, right? Banana. But depending upon the context, we have to take the meaning. I bought banana, suppose. That's a different meaning. I ate banana has a different meaning. No, Swami, it is the same meaning. No, when you buy a banana, it is with the skin. When you say, I am eating banana, something you have removed from the meaning, the direct meaning of the word banana, you have removed. I should understand in that way. If you say that I ate banana, suppose you say, I should not take it that you are eating with skin. One word, context of eating, meaning will be a little different. Context of buying, meaning is different. One word, several things. Yeah, in restaurant also. Idli. What is this? The person understands, Yeah, you say idli. Means you should be given idli. But he comes with a plate. To idli, chutney, sambar, everything. Yeah, you have not called. You have not said. Right? You have not said. But it is like that. But when you say, I ate idli, I should say you are eating only idli, depending upon context. So when you say idli, you give an order, it's one meaning. And when you say, I ate idli, that's a different meaning. Word is same. Context is different. Yeah. Well, India has one. India has one means what? It has not one, unfortunately. That's a different thing. But India has one, means India country has one. So then I have to ask, like Ukraine, Russia, when the war happened between Pakistan and... No, Swami, you are Buddhu. Indian cricket team has one. Yeah. So word you use India only. Person doesn't use all the time Indian cricket team has one. India has one. Yeah. So this is not something unusual. And the one who understands the meaning, the right meaning, depending upon the context, that person is called a smart person in the world. Yeah, he is a smart person. Otherwise, the context is different and you take different meaning. You will call me Buddhu. Yeah, honestly. The person understands. Sometimes people talk, even in a meeting, etc., people don't talk directly. They talk in such a way indirectly, but the smart people will understand. Yeah, that this is the context and therefore I should not go by the direct meaning of the word. I should take the indirect meaning. Very, very important. Same way here. Same way here, same way for Sarva Dharman Parityajya also. Okay? So, yeah, it is different meaning. Dharma has a different meaning in the 18th chapter. Dharma has a different meaning in the 4th chapter. Yeah, it's a different meaning. But anyway, so here we have started the discussion and the word akshara. Avyaktam, of course, has been used here, but avyaktam has been used for Brahman. Word avyaktam is very popular for Maya. And Bhagavan says, avyaktat avyaktaha paraha. So from avyakta number 1, this avyakta is distinct, superior also, they sometimes say. Anyway. So, that we said avyaktam because definitely Bhashakara is going to explain, we will see that it is anindriya gochara, Bhagavan says. So, the cause of the entire creation is not available for perception. The very subtle universe itself. Just think about Sukshma Sharira. The definition or the distinction between Sthula Sharira and Sukshma Sharira is this, the basic difference. One is Indriya Gochara. One is an object of perception. One is never an object of perception. You have to infer. Doctor has to infer whether Sukshma Sharira is there or not. Because Sukshma Sharira is responsible for the life. Prana, etc. everything. So, therefore, they also have to infer. Seeing, opening the eyes and putting a torch, they infer. No, he is gone. Right? So, therefore, Sukshma Sharira is always, it has never become an object of perception. Therefore, subtle universe also is not an object of perception. Gross universe is an object of perception. Then the cause of that subtle, how will it be object of perception? Therefore, the cause, the Maya, well, definitely is called avyaktam. And Brahman is, of course, not an object of perception, object of knowledge. Therefore, Brahman is also called avyaktam. So, one word is used, but they're different depending on the context. And then we also were analyzing that word akshara also has been used. Aksharam word has been very popular in the Shastra for the Brahman. Aksharam word in the 15th chapter has been used for Maya. And therefore, one word indicating one Satyavastu, Brahman, and Mithyavastu, Maya. One word, Aksharam. What is the meaning, Aksharam? Well, Naksharati, which doesn't decay, eternal. So, eternal, Aksharam means eternal. So, Maya also is eternal, Brahman also is eternal. Yeah, both are eternal. Means both are beginningless? Yeah, both are beginningless. Then where is your Advaita principle? Where is non-duality? When both are beginningless, then definitely both are all the time there. Then if you are counting two principles, well, there is non-duality. That was the thing. And then I thought we should discuss this Maya aspect. What is this Maya, etc.? It is actually a potential state of the creation, etc. Potential state of a creation or a resolved state of creation, etc. But that potential state, the seed state of this universe, well, is called, the cause of the universe, of course, is called Maya because of certain reason. So, the first thing is, Brahman with this, just take it, Brahman with such a power, in order to manifest is there. That's how they call Shakti also. Because definitely for creation you need a power. So definitely it's a creative power, sustaining power, resolving power, which is nothing but this Maya. So sometimes it is called Shakti also. And I will give you, I'm introducing new words also in order to give a little broader understanding of Maya. And it is also called Avyakritam, they call it, because it is undifferentiated state. When anything is in unmanifest state, it is undifferentiated. Like the whole tree which has a different things. When it is in a seed state, it is undifferentiated. Like the bark of the tree, or the leaves of the tree, or the branches. When the tree manifests, they are all, you can see the differences. But when it was in a potential state, you cannot see the differences. In an egg, you cannot see the different features of a bird, right? Bird, when it comes out, manifests, then you see the features. That is a beak and these are the eyes and etc. In an unmanifest state, in an egg, where there is just a liquid, you cannot find the difference. Therefore, a potential state is also called Avyakritam, undifferentiated state. It is unmanifest, so Avyaktam. And that is from where only this a bird comes or a tree comes, etc. And therefore, the power of that to manifest, etc. also is there in that state. Therefore, it is called Shakti also. And why it is called Avidya, I am keeping it reserved at this, because Bhashyakara is going to use this word Avidya for Maya. That I am reserving because we'll discuss it differently. But why this potential state is called Maya, that I want to discuss. The name Maya has been given for the potential state of universe. And because it is, we define like this. Maya means, the word Maya means logically uncategorizable. You cannot put the creation in either a manifest state or unmanifest state. You cannot put in a certain category. I will explain you. So, you cannot categorize this world either in a potential state or in a manifest state. So, logically uncategorizable, and therefore it is always incomprehensible for the intellect. Then we use this word Maya. And I will give you first an example so you will satisfy. And see, even this word Maya we also use with the magicians. Yeah. We say this is a magician's Maya. There also it is the same thing. We are not able to understand the person enters in a box. The last show of a Sarkar. Yeah, Sarkar. So last show. He enters in a box. Here. He shows also box, which is totally, close. He enters. And then he comes out from the back door of the theater. We can't understand. But Swami, it is not there. If it is not there, the 500 people sitting in the hall will not have experience also. You may experience because of your hallucination. But 500 people say, yes, we have experienced it. So if you have experienced it, then you should be able to categorize it. You should be able to explain it. You will not be able to explain. Then we say what? Maya. That's it. Same way, this creation also, either in a manifest or unmanifest state, is you are experiencing. Unmanifested, of course, it's an inference, but this creation as such, you experience it. But logically, you cannot categorize it. You cannot categorize. Therefore, we use the word Maya for the creation in a potential state. Yeah, potential state, resolved state, seed state, etc. Undifferentiated state, unmanifest state, or in a power, in just form of a power, we cannot explain. By the way, I would like to say the scientist also. Big Bang theory is very, very popular now. Largely accepted theory, largely, with all certain loopholes, etc. But it has been largely accepted. But Big Bang has occurred from what? There must be something. And that state before Big Bang, they call it as a cosmological singularity. What is that cosmological singularity? This cosmological singularity means basically the whole universe is totally condensed at a certain fixed point with an infinite energy and infinite curvature and all that. From there only Big Bang has come. And where the physical laws, physical forces were also not applicable. Physical laws, etc. has come along with the Big Bang. Physical forces, etc. have come along with the Big Bang. So that was a state, the causal state from before the Big Bang. And they say we are not able to explain it as even a causal state also. This is what scientists say. We are not able to explain that before Big Bang what was there, we are not able to explain it as the cause of the Big Bang and the universe, etc. So this is just by the way. So we call it Maya. Could you follow now? This is how it is. But anyway, so Maya is not available for a logical categorization. So what is experienced but cannot be explained is called Maya. What is experienced but cannot be explained. You can experience but you cannot explain it. That's called Maya. Anyway, and I gave you the example of this magic. Now with respect to our Maya, that is, magic is a one individual's Maya. But here Ishvara's Maya, right? And therefore, now let us understand this. Now I will try to put this Maya into various categories. And then we will understand we are able to categorize or not. The first category is whether it exists or not. First thing, existence. If Maya is existing, then Maya is called Sat, right? Sat. Sat means existence. If Maya is existent, means self-existent, then it is called Sat. If it is called Sat, then for Brahman we have used the word Sat. Means Brahman is one which is self-existent because it's his nature. It not depend upon anything. Then if you say Maya is also Sat, existing, self-existent, then definitely it is contradicting to the Shastra. Shastra says Brahman is Satchidananda, etc. And therefore, well, Maya cannot be an existent entity, independent existent entity. If Maya is not a Sat, then Maya is not existent, then Maya is non-existent, Asat. Maya is non-existent. If Maya is non-existent, then, well, Maya is the cause of the universe. The potential state alone is called Maya. If Maya itself is non-existent, then from where this manifest universe has come? Could you follow? From where this manifest universe has come? And therefore, manifest universe itself proves there is a cause. Unmanifest state must be there. Therefore, Maya cannot be called Asat also. Maya is not called Sat, because if you call Maya Sat means self-existent, then it is contradicting the Shastra, because Shastra defines Brahman as the Sat. Sadeva Soma Idamagra Asit. Chandogya Upanishad very clearly says that this Brahman is Sat, self-existing principle. Therefore, that is contradicting. So, Brahman is, the Maya is not Sat. See, I am not able to categorize. Then while Maya is, I went to other side. Maya is non-existent. I cannot say Maya is non-existent, Asat also. Because Asat cannot be the cause of the whole universe. Whole universe, right? And therefore, definitely the potential state must be there. Seed must be there. If you say the tree and you said, well, because I have not seen the tree, I have not seen the seed, I don't believe in seed. That's not the case. Seed must be there. So anyway, so therefore you cannot categorize it as Asat also. You cannot categorize as a Sat. Therefore, well, Swamiji, is simple. You mix it. Sada Sat. It is existent and non-existent simultaneously. Existing and non-existing simultaneously. That cannot be possible because they are opposite attributes. Two attributes can remain together if they are not opposite. Like the fragrance of a rose and the red color of a rose, two attributes, they can remain together because they are not opposite. Two opposite attributes cannot remain. Existing and non-existent. Both things cannot remain together. Therefore, this is the first thing. First is Maya is, well, Sat, Asat, Vilakshanam. Maya is not Sat, Maya is not Asat, Maya is not Sad Asat. Therefore, Maya is Sad Asat, Vilakshana. Vilakshana means Maya is something which is distinct from existence or non-existence or existent non-existent mixture. Clear? Okay. Now second thing. Please bear with me because this is very important to understand. Very important to understand. It has a direct connection with our Brahma Jnanam. Anyway, and therefore, the first question, the first categorization in terms of existent, non-existent or existent, non-existent, we are not able to categorize it. That's the first thing. Then the second classification will be depending upon whether Maya is identical with the Brahman, Maya is distinct from Brahman, or Maya is identical and distinct from Brahman, both together. Well, that also will not be possible. If Maya is identical with Brahman, well, there are three possibilities. First, Maya is identical with Brahman, then there are three possibilities. Means what? First is Maya will become a Chetana Tattvam, conscious entity. If you say Maya is identical to Brahman, either you say Brahman, either you say Maya, it is one and the same. Then Brahman is consciousness, then Maya is also consciousness, right? But Maya is not a conscious entity, it is an inert Tattvam. Definitely the cause of this universe must be inert because the whole creation is definitely inert. Therefore, in a potential state also it must be inert. Anyway, and therefore, Maya is not the first, the three possibilities. If you say Maya is identical with Brahman, you want to categorize, right? Maya is identical with Brahman. Well, in that case, definitely Maya will become a Chetana Tattvam. Well, that is, then it cannot become a cause of this inert universe, etc. So that is not possible. Then, then you take other way. If Maya cannot be a conscious entity, then, still they are identical, then Brahman is inert. What are you talking? And therefore, Maya, the Brahman becomes inert, and thereby Maya and Brahman becomes, identical. Well, that is also not possible because Maya is a potential form of the creation, which is material in nature, therefore it is inert, and Brahman is the consciousness that has been established in the Shastra, Jnanam Brahma, etc. Well, and therefore that is not possible. Okay, so that is first. The second is, if it is not identical with Brahman, Maya is distinct from Brahman. That looks good. Maya is eternal, Brahman is also eternal. Therefore, Maya is distinct from Brahman. Both are eternal principles, beginningless principles. Maya is different from Brahman, distinct from Brahman. Well, what about that? Well, these Sankhya philosophers will be having a good time, gala time. They say that. They say Purusha and Prakriti, both are real, both are eternal. And definitely Purusha is a Bhokta, etc. And this Prakriti, which we call it as a Maya, they use another word, Pradhanam also they use word. Anyway, that creates and then presents all these objects of experience to the Purusha, and he is a Bhokta and he experiences, etc. So Purusha and Prakriti are parallel principles in Sankhya philosophy. Well, very simple thing is, if Brahman and Maya are distinct principles, then we have to delete the word Brahman from the Shastra. Why? What happened to you? Nothing happened to me. Well, because if two eternal principles are there, one limit the other. One limit the other. When you count anything two, means you see the boundary of one ending and boundary of second beginning. How will you count two otherwise? Two count, if you want to count anything, two apples are there, means you are seeing, they have distinct boundaries. So if Brahman and Maya are distinct principles, then in that case, Brahman limits Maya, Maya limits Brahman. Because they both are eternal, real principles. Well, then in that case, Brahman becomes limited. What is limited is not Brahman, right? Brahman which pervades everything in and through, and which transcends everything. Well, of course, that is Brahman, and Brahman is whole. Therefore, Brahman, the definition of Brahman which has been given in the Shastra is Sajatiya Vijatiya Swagata Bheda Rahita. There is no Sajatiya Bheda. So, Sajatiya Bheda means, the differences between two members of a same class. Like the difference between a man and man, or a woman and woman. Same class. Or difference between a human being and human being. Such kind of differences are not there because there is no second Brahman from which this Brahman will be different. So Sajatiya Bheda will not be there. Then the second one is a Vijatiya Bheda. Vijatiya Bheda means the difference between difference between two members of a different class, different groups, like man and the table, right? The difference between man and the table. That's a Vijatiya Bheda. Well, that also is not possible because there is nothing other than Brahman, that's what Shastra says. And therefore, there is no other thing which is of a different class other than Brahman is not there. Therefore, Vijatiya Bheda also is not there. The third Bheda is a Swagata Bheda. Swagata Bheda means what? A difference between my hand and the whole body, or difference between a hand and head. One body, right? In that there are different limbs. One limb is different from other limb. That's called Bheda. So, here also, so Swagata Bheda also will not be there because Brahman is basically has no parts. Brahman has no parts. Anything which has a parts will fall apart. Yeah. If Brahman falls apart means definitely the Brahman is definitely is not Nityam. Well, definitely. So Brahman is basically partless. Nishkalam Brahma, Niravayam Brahma, etc. And therefore Brahman and the Maya and the Brahman will not, they are not two distinct entities. Could you follow what I am saying? So Brahman is not identical with the Maya is not identical with the Brahman. Otherwise, Maya becomes conscious or Brahman becomes either inert. Well, when you say identity means they are one and the same. Well, that is not the case. Then Brahman and Maya are distinct, different from each other. Well, that is not. Then the word we have to take away this word Brahman. There is something called limitless, right? It will go away. And therefore, well, then it's nothing to worry. Mix it. Brahman is identical at the same time, simultaneously, distinct also. That is not possible. Identity and difference, well, they cannot go together, opposite attributes. And therefore, Brahman is, well, we are not able to distinguish. Could you follow what I am saying? We are not able to distinguish Maya. We want to categorize it. We want to put in some category, either existent, non-existent, existent plus non-existent, or identical with Brahman, or different from Brahman, or identical and different. Nowhere. We are not able to categorize it. We are not able to categorize it. And so, this is a second group of category. So, we have to again say Brahman is something, the Maya is something which is distinct from identity with the Brahman or different from Brahman. Maya is something distinct from, which is, Swamiji, it is becoming confusing. That's where I am weaning now, because this is what the Maya is. This is where the Maya is actually. If you are able to understand the Maya properly, means you have categorized. Any understanding of anything in your mind takes place by categorization. Even scientists also are working constantly to find a basic things. They are categorizing everything. So, well, that is also not possible. So, for that purpose, I can give you an example also, that another example. Like, let us take an example for this identity and different and etc. Let us take an example of a wave and water. Whether wave is identical to the water. If wave is identical to the water, then, well, definitely you are using a synonymous words. They are synonymous, right? Like aqua and water. Same way, well, wave and water are identical. Means wave, either you say wave or either you say water. You can use. And therefore, if I want a water, sometime I will say, please give me wave. Yeah, I can see. See? I can use, please give me jalam, you understand. Please give me aqua, you understand. Please give me udakam, you understand. Please give me water, you understand. Same thing you bring. But when I say, please bring a wave, because ultimately wave and water are identical. You will feel that instead of explaining us to Maya, he is on the spin now. He is under the spell of Maya. Yeah. So you understand now, they are not identical. Wave and water are not identical. Oh, very good. Then they are different. Wave and water are different. See? If wave and water are different, well, I will say, no, nothing to worry about. Give me just wave. Keep water. Like, in the box where we use these stationary items, then there will be, eraser will be there, pencil will be there. So I can ask, give me pencil. Keep away the rubber with you. Or give me that eraser. Keep away pencil. Two different things when I can ask one thing and you can keep second thing. If wave and water are different, well, then definitely, distinctly I can ask for one thing, bearing another thing. That's not possible. Well, then they are identical. If they are identical, well, then I will use, please give me wave. I can tell. No, that is also not true. Now you categorize them. Oh, then Swamiji is simple. Third category, final category is identity plus difference. Wave is identical to water, and wave is also different from water. That's not true. That's not true. Two opposite attributes cannot remain in one locus. That's for sure. Give me one example where two opposite attributes of a same reality, please. Because I have example. Two opposite things can remain at one place, but different order of reality. That is, example is there with me. Same order of reality, two opposite attributes of the same order of reality in a one place, in a one locus. Please give me example. Yeah, that is, but both are mithya aspects, right? Both are mithya aspects. Anyway, so this is how it is. See, Purusha aspect is a consciousness, Brahman, and the Prakriti aspect. That's how we say. When you look upon the whole creation, from the material aspect, we call it she. Ishvara is called she. From the Purusha aspect, we call it he. So therefore, they are also different order of reality actually, frankly speaking. But anyway, so there it can remain. Very nice example. Well, this here, in case of Dakshinamurti, while the female aspect and male aspect are together, well, there one is the conscious principle, one is the inert principle. Prakriti, etc., is the inert principle. So that is how it is. Panchamahabhutas, etc. Anyway, so this is two opposite attributes can remain in one place with a different order of reality. You have experienced it. You experience. In a dream, you definitely experience a sunlight, daylight. Yeah. Right? Going somewhere and outside, just in the same room, well, there is a darkness, night 3 o'clock or something. So, but both, even the darkness and the light can remain together in one room, but different orders of reality. That can remain. But the same order of reality, no. And therefore, we cannot combine. Right? Therefore, this is how it is. So, wave and water, identical, different, or mixture? No. What we should say? What we should say? Distinct from. Distinct from. Sadasat vilakshanam, like that, bhinna bhinna vilakshanam. Bhinnam. Well, it is not different. It is not identical. Well, in order to say, a wave is something distinct from identity with the water or with the difference from the water. So this is how, same way here also, well, this Maya is like this. And the third thing now, third category, last one, don't worry. So the last category is whether the Maya has parts or not. Maya has a parts or not. One more thing I want to, let me cover along with this. First, let us see this. Maya has parts or not. Maya has parts. Maya is partless, or Maya is having parts and partless, both together. Three things are there. Where we will put this? Maya means this creation, huh? We say Maya, this creation in a potential state or this creation, either.
It has various manifestations, yeah.
That's fine. But Maya has parts or not?
Yes, we could say.
If any Maya has a parts, means then definitely those parts are put together. Anything which has a parts are put together. Car, parts, put together. Right? Put together. Show me any, parts are there at the same time, not put together. You won't find. Anything with parts, we call it as a assembly. Yeah. Put together. If Maya has a parts, means it's a put together, it's an assembly. It is created. Right? Created. If Maya is created, means it has a beginning. If Maya has a beginning, then Shastra is wrong. If I am right, then Shastra is wrong. If Shastra is right, I am wrong. Shastra says Maya is anadi. Maya is beginningless. And therefore, if it is beginningless, definitely, well, it is not an assembly. It is not an assembly. If it is not an assembly, means it has no parts. Definitely not parts. Then nice. Maya is partless. If Maya is partless, then what about this creation? What about this creation? Because this is a just manifest form of Maya only. Right? And at least three things are there. We used to say Sattva, Rajas and those faculties are there. It's an amazing thing. Why the potential state is called Maya? That's what we are discussing. This potential state or the creation is Maya. Either, if you are not able to appreciate the potential state, the seed state, undifferentiated state, unmanifest state, don't worry about it. This creation, which we call a Maya, is, we are putting, the creation is called Maya. Why? Because of this. Okay, so the last thing now is, well, Maya definitely has no parts. Means Maya is partless. If Maya is partless, then what about this Sattva, Rajas, Tamas aspect, everything, that's manifestation? Amazing thing it is. Knowledge faculty is there. Faculties are there. And certain things which are created out of Sattva you find. Certain things are created of a Rajoguna you find. And even the faculties to appreciate all these things from the Rajoguna, that also are there, Karmendriya, etc. And Tamoguna, inertia faculty. Amazing it is. Because these two remain all the time active. Either we are active at the level of gaining knowledge, either we remain active at the level of physical level, etc. So definitely, at some point we are active. Both the faculties should be given rest. This Tamoguna gives a rest. Both the faculties in a deep sleep state. Right? Our mind and sense organs, or even organs of action, everything are at the level of rest. Right? So Tamoguna is also very important. So inertia faculty also you find. Inertia faculty is found in other way also, but I am not going in detail. So all these things are there in a manifest state. Therefore, potential state, it should be there. Potential, it should be. All the three, these faculties in a potential state should be there in Maya. Therefore, Maya should be having parts. If Maya is having parts, then definitely it is assembly. If it is an assembly, then it is created. If it is created, it cannot be beginningless. It must have a beginning. Oh, then Maya is partless. If Maya is partless, what about these three faculties? Oh, then Maya has a parts. If Maya has the parts, then mix it, Swamiji, mix it. Maya is having parts and partless also, together. Partless and parts with parts. Kya baat hai? Therefore, we have to say here also, something distinct from, we have to say this much. Something distinct from with parts or something distinct from partless, or something distinct from mixture, which of course we should not include, but yeah. So this is how it is. Which category you have put Maya into? Therefore, I am saying, Swamiji, there is nothing called Maya. Therefore, nothing called Maya. The very hand which has arisen is what? Product of Maya. The speech is product of Maya. The sense organs, the organs of action, the body and the world to which I am talking, to whom I am talking, all people. What? Maya. Right? If you cannot categorize into anything, then definitely let us say it is zero. No, you experience. Now I will bring again that word. What you can experience but is not available for any category, not available for categorization, is Maya. You can experience. Exactly like a magic show. You experience it, but you cannot explain how the magician entered into the box on the stage and comes out from the back door. You cannot explain. This is what it is. This is called Maya. And therefore, anyway, just I discuss because, well, this is called, we call mithya. Mithya is something which you experience, but when you analyze the experience, you won't find it. Whole world is like that. Whole world. Starting from the sunrise, what you experience is really not there. What you experience is not there. Movement of the earth, movement of sun. Movement of sun is there, movement of earth, movement of sun is not there, movement of earth is there. But earth you find stationary. And sun which doesn't move, you find moving. There is no blue ocean, but you find blue ocean. I did it once. When I find the blue water, so I filled in a bucket and brought it to the shore. I had never found a blue water. Yeah, never. Blue sky, dome, nothing. Twinkle stars, so many things. This is Maya. What you experience. But when you analyze, well, of course, there it is with the help of science. You say, well, it is not there. When you experience that time itself, it is not there. When you experience sunrise, that time itself, there is no sunrise. When you experience blue sky, there is really at that time itself, there is no blue sky. This is how the world is. Anyway, this is how the Maya is. Manifest or unmanifest state. This is what we have to understand. So anyway, word aksharam, eternal, has been used. But even though it is eternal, it is mithya. But Brahman, which is eternal, is really. Brahman is available for category. What category? Sat. Available. All the time. What is ever existent is the say consciousness. Ever existent. Whose existence does not depend upon anything, is self-existent. That is Brahman. Anyway, whereas this is not available for any category. Sat, asat, nowhere. Mithya. Could you follow? And therefore, even though two are eternal, well, we have to count only one. Because one is real, other is mithya. And therefore, still our non-duality principle holds water. It is there. It is very much there. Yeah. Therefore, that's how in a Upanishad also, they sometimes mention, not sometimes, they mention that Brahman as a Jagat Karanam. Of course, Brahman cannot be a Jagat Karanam at all. Brahman is something whole. That is nothing other than Brahman. And Brahman doesn't have a parts to create. Brahman doesn't have anything to create. Brahman is Brahman, which is beyond even cause and effect. Still we say Brahman is the cause of the universe. Sadeva somedam agra asit ekameva advitiyam. So, well, Brahman, which is Sat, is the cause of the entire creation, etc. We say, well, we definitely say through the Maya. The Maya, which is non-separate, whose existence, of course, Maya derives its existence from Brahman, and thereby even a potential state of the universe exists in this Brahman, or a manifest state of the creation exists in Brahman. It is never a independent entity, we have seen also. And therefore, while such a Brahman, along with this Mithya Maya, well, which is never available for any category, which is like a magic power. That is how in Dakshinamurti Stotram, Mayavi word has been given by Shankaracharya ji for an example to explain this. Maya kalpita deshakala kalana vaichitra chitrikrutam Mayavi iva vijrumbhayati, etc. So Mayavi, like the magician, this Ishvara creates this universe. So it's like a magic, which you experience. In reality, it is not there. Not so. I mean, it is mithya. Not there means, Swamiji, whatever you are talking, you will experience it. Only difference between Ajnani and Gnani is this. Both will continue to experience. One will not give reality to the creation. One experiences, other experiences gives reality to the creation. For the Gnani, well, the Brahman, which is the reality, which is the basis for the Maya or its manifestation as a Jagat, whereas for Ajnani, that's not a reality. For him, the creation is a reality, the body is real, the mind is real, the thoughts are real, the senses are real, the transactions are real, everything is real. Everything is real. Because you missed what is real. Therefore, what is mithya becomes real. Yeah. When you don't know what is real, mithya becomes real. When you don't know the rope as a reality, the basis of the snake becomes real. That's how it is. So, once we understand, well, definitely, then you will say, then there are two types of meditations possible. Yeah. One is, well, I am Brahman, consciousness principle, which is very distinct, which pervades body, mind, sense complex and the entire creation, which lends existence to the entire creation. Everything exists in consciousness. Nothing is beyond consciousness. Nothing is without consciousness. Nothing is besides consciousness. Whatever you concepts, errors, everything, your emotions, your knowledge, your ignorance, everything exists in consciousness. And therefore consciousness lends, I am that consciousness which lends existence to everything. I am the consciousness which reveals everything. Therefore they become objects of knowledge, object of consciousness. Well, I am pervade everything in and through. But at the same time, I transcend. I am a reality. They are mithya. So this is one meditation. Second is a meditation, I am a Ishvara. Yeah. I am Brahman also is a meditation. I am Ishvara also is a meditation. But Swamiji, from where you brought? Puja Swamiji, there is some basis, otherwise I won't talk to you. I am Ishvara, means what? Basically I sustain even the Maya and the Jagat. The first meditation in which you say, well, I am Brahman, there is nothing other than me. Right? I am just Brahman, everything is, there is nothing other than me. I am whole, etc. When I say I am Ishvara, basically, well, Maya is mithya, but this mithya Maya I sustain. The whole creation I sustain. Maya, well, I definitely accommodate the Maya. I accommodate the whole creation. So that meditation is useful for what? Well, that meditation is useful to accommodate what is good and bad. Sometimes you have a complaint for your mind itself. Sometimes you appreciate your mind. Sometimes you condemn your mind. Sometimes you appreciate your body. Sometimes you condemn your body. Yeah. And that way you condemn the world also. You appreciate the world. So that sometime accommodation, sometime not accommodation. Well, you are the Ishvara, which sustain even the whole Maya. Mithya Maya, of course. That way you can say. And therefore, what is a part of the Maya, body, mind, senses, or the world, people, etc. Well, I accommodate them. So I am Ishvara is a meditation, or I am Brahman is also a meditation. I am consciousness, limitless consciousness, which is ever existent. Well, there is nothing other than me. Right? So with this we'll stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.